everybody, welcome back to the Pathetic List. Today we are talking about Biggs's favorite patrons at Perkins. That's right, Perkins patrons, folks. That's right. Go to patreon.com/Perkins, try it out. Free audiobook download for 30 days. I'm just saying things that I hear at the end of every YouTube video now.
Please
like, comment, and subscribe.
Turn on the bell icon, the thing next to the subscribe
don't forget
button.
to click that bell.
Because the subscribe button means nothing now. Like, I hear that a lot, too.
Yeah, well. My strategy with that kind of shit is that you don't want to seem like a desperate faggot like all these other YouTubers. So you're not going to, I don't want to end every video saying, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh,
please.
So you just have it pop up on the screen, right?
No, I don't have that at all. I assume my audience isn't retarded. And it's like, oh, they can probably figure out how YouTube works by this point.
Oh, so anybody who watches this and doesn't click it is just retarded. I get it.
Exactly. If somebody is watching one of my videos and they're not subscribed, they're not liking, they're not hitting that bell, they're probably just a subhuman retard.
Did you just admit that lichens are real?
Yes. As we all know, Mumkey's now a furry. And lichens, I can't get off unless the person is a lichen. What is a lichen? Is that an animal thing? I assume I'm getting this right.
A lichen is a werewolf.
Yeah, I can't come unless she's a werewolf. Or he. Werewolves can actually be both genders. Did you know that?
Where did the wolf go, though?
So, do you have anything else about why you found these college students to be so pathetic, or should we just move on?
I mean, they're in college.
I showed you the Political Juice video about his college experience. Did that make you feel better about not going to college?
Oh, 100%. Because if I had
if people don't know what this video is, you should explain it while I play Spyro.
Basically, this guy is just telling numerous stories about the people that he has to endure at college and all of the...
It's a video called, Freshman Year College Experience, and it's by a great YouTuber named Political Juice, who I do have a pathetic story to tell. Maybe I should start with that.
Oh, yeah, you should probably start with that, then.
So, this guy, Political Juice, I really like his videos. I think he genuinely makes me think about political things in a way that is not influenced by emotion or religion or any of that fucking stupid shit that every other person bases their politics off of. He straight up, he'll give you a 3-hour history lesson about the Puritans and why the Second Amendment came to be. And you really, truly understand the logic behind different policies and ideas and philosophies. It's not just based on emotion and fear like everybody else tends to do. So I really like his videos. I was introduced to him by Emp Lemon when he came over to visit one time. And I thought, hey, I'm a big fan of this guy now. Emp Lemon's a big fan of this guy. We have this podcast called State of the YouTube where we have, guests come on and we interview them and talk about what they're doing. We like to... Like the Willie Mack show, we had him on when he was a pretty small channel, I think, and we're like, hey, yeah, we wanna promote smaller people because Rusty's on the podcast, he has 1 million subs, So I message Political Juice and I say, hey, us at the SODI podcast, we're all really big fans. What if, and hear me out, this is a little crazy. What if you were a guest on our podcast and we just recorded, an hour-long interview, and it'd be great promotion for everybody involved. It'd be a lot of fun. We're big fans of you. It'd be an honor, etc., etc. And he tells me, I appreciate the offer, Mumkey, but I don't have time to do a podcast. And I said, oh, yeah, that makes sense. He's a college student. He's got his own videos to worry about. I guess that makes sense that he wouldn't have 1 hour over the course of the next, decade of his life to set aside to talk to 3 people with much bigger channels than him. Yeah, no, I could see why he would decline that offer. 1 week later, on his channel, he launches the Juice Box Podcast. No time for podcasts, but then he starts his own a week later. And that's why I would like to formally invite him to join the Pathetic List as a just maybe I'm the pathetic one here because my feelings were actually hurt.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how'd that make you feel?
I did not feel good. Have not talked to him since.
So how did you find out about the podcast?
His podcast?
Did he like upload it on his channel?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming?
Yeah, he puts it up on his channel.
And what was your immediate reaction?
I literally the words "son of a bitch" jumped into my brain. Literally.
Now, what tone was it in your brain?
It was more it wasn't anger, it was more like, God damn it.
Just defeated?
You motherfucker. You just told me you don't have time to do a podcast. You piece of shit. But I love his podcast, so I can't complain. I've listened to every episode like twice. So
you sound like a fan.
that's the thing. I'm a huge fucking fan, and he totally lied to my face. I'm sitting here trying to promote his shit, and he lies to me.
Oh, you just said you like his stuff, and then you called it shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
well. Anyway, so tell me about how his college video changed your perspective on life forever.
Basically, everyone is disgusting. And if I had to endure half of that, I probably would have murdered somebody or just dropped out.
Yeah.
So it would have been a total waste.
It's a 3-hour video of him talking about how horrible his college experience has been so far. And he provides a year's worth of evidence. This motherfucker, every time he would go into his dorm bathroom, he would have his phone out and just take pictures of everything. He shows all of the evidence in the video, and I can't believe YouTube hasn't taken it down because it's genuinely fucking disgusting. He's taking pictures of dozens of unflushed toilets full of vomit, piss, diarrhea, shit, food, half-eaten pizza slices that somebody threw in the toilet. He's showing images of all of this, used condoms that people put on light switches. He's showing photo evidence of all of this in this YouTube video, and it's both disgusting and it's like a car wreck. I can't look away because as somebody who was also trapped in the freshman dorm full of what he calls the what does he call the dorm people? Just like douchebags or dirtbags or something.
Dirtbags, I think it was.
It's the video hits so close to home that it's almost like a horror film. As somebody who lived through the same exact thing, I'm like getting Vietnam flashbacks.
One of the funnier memories of the video I watched literally last night. Actually,
you have nostalgia for 12 hours ago?
Yeah, 12 hours ago. Every day he went to the bathroom and somebody had taken like cup of noodles and just put it in the sink, trying to shove it down the drain. And he was like getting so mad about it. He's like, why would you try over and over to put it down a sink when it had like one of those little covers in it, you know? That way you could like plug it and fill up the sink, I guess, if you needed. But it had that in there, like a permanent one, and they would try and shove it down underneath it. He talks about the poor hygiene of his fellow dorm mates. And the funniest thing to me is that people would use the disgusting bathroom with their bare feet. They wouldn't be wearing sandals or anything. But the funniest thing to me on like a meta level of what this video is and like what it took for him to make that is that he's in the stall taking a shit, and the guy in the stall next to him has his bare feet just on the floor, and the fucking juice boy is filming under the stall to get a shot of the guy shitting next to him, to get a shot of his feet. And I'm thinking, what is literally happening is that this 19-year-old is filming the guy shitting next to him under the stall for his 3-hour YouTube video. This is fucking hilarious. And somehow I missed a bunch of stuff in this level, evidently. I thought I completed it, but it says I was missing the egg and a dragon, so I gotta find that. So what I was thinking during that shot was, what if for whatever reason the guy like dropped his phone and reached down and saw a camera?
Yeah, exactly.
Underneath.
Exactly. Like the guy would. What if the guy caught him filming under the fucking stall? How do you explain that shit? What do you say?
Because what's he gonna say? Oh, I'm making a video of disgusting.
I'm making a video about how you're a fucking disgusting degenerate, and I wanted to film your feet like Quentin Tarantino on a Sunday. Anyway, what am I missing? Where's the dragon I'm missing?
Didn't you? No, I could have swore you ran by it, but maybe not. Haven't you been? Oh, there it is.
Was it really right there at the end, and I
Yeah.
just wasn't paying attention?
For some reason, I thought you went to it, but I guess not.
Talking about Juice Boy, man, it gets me. I get distracted. It's a really good video. I've watched a 3-hour YouTube video like 3 times from beginning to end. I don't know. It's a classic, instant classic.
Like, the bathrooms were so bad that he had to make a top 3 bathroom list and give the locations. But that was kind of dumb, too, because then if people go in there, watch that video, then they know to go mess up those bathrooms.
Well, here's the thing. Something that I think might have been a strange choice, but it endeared me to the video, is that he spends about 20 minutes giving advice for what it's like to live at his specific college campus, as if he's making like a tourism video or like a perspective, a student video.
You know
but
what?
this is a video where 99.9999% of the people watching it will never step foot, even in the state that the school is in. So it's like, why am I getting advice about which streets in this city I shouldn't visit? Because I'm never gonna fucking be there. But at the same time, it's such a slice of life kind of thing that it's genuinely like endearing and interesting. Like, oh yeah, don't go to that street, you'll get fucking robbed. Sure.
I think what would be really funny, I don't know if he even could get in trouble, but he should find like the next group of freshmen and just like give them all the link to that video so they know what's going to happen in the next year of their life.
Yeah, it's weird. He is not shy about giving out a whole bunch of information about himself, but we've never seen a picture of him and we don't know his name or any of that shit. So I'm wondering if any internet detectives have figured out who he is yet, just based on, like, we've seen literally his elementary school, high school, middle school, his college. We've seen where his dorm room was. Like, it would not be that difficult. We know that he's half Japanese, half white. How hard would it be for somebody to find out who this guy is? I'm not saying anybody should. In fact, nobody ever should. But I'm wondering if that's something he's worried about.
I mean,
because what if all those people, he's essentially saying everybody in my graduating class at college is a huge, disgusting piece of shit who should die. And he's like showing like images of them and stuff. What if they found it? What would happen?
well, if you really think about it, again, you definitely shouldn't, but if somebody wanted to find him, it would be rather easy because
Exactly.
they would just have to find which guy that is like what are they called, RA or whatever for the dorms.
Yeah.
There was only, well, I guess there was like 20 people in there, but still 20 people to narrow down to would be so easy.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if anybody has. I don't know. It's weird. I think we probably know what his major is going to be because he's like really into politics and shit, but I don't know. I don't want to find out who people are on the internet. I've been, I would say, good friends with Just Jargon for probably like a year now. I have no idea what he looks like. I have no idea what his name is. And I don't fucking care. Like, I straight up told him, hey, if you want to, like, you want to, like, build trust or something and, like, exchange names, don't even fucking bother. I don't want to know your name, and I never do, because this is, like, our internet thing. Even if you came to my house to visit, I'm just going to call you Jargon anyway. When I go to Rusty's house, I call him fucking Rusty. When I hang out with Emp Lemon, I don't call him fucking Aaron. I call him Emp or I call him Lemon, you know? And they don't call me Tyler. They call me Mumkey, which is weird because I'm now more of a Simian Jimmy type. But you know.
The funny thing behind the Mumkey Jones is, like, that was your nickname that we would just call you on the daily before any of that.
Right. Like, even in high school, nobody called me by my name. It was always like nickname stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that it's kind of interesting how that follows into the real world with, like, quote unquote YouTube celebrities, unquote. You know, I had to do air quotes for that one because it's really embarrassing to say. But it's like, people probably wonder when all these quote unquote YouTube celebrities hang out, how do they refer to each other? And the answer is, we literally call each other by our usernames in real life. When it's me and Rust drunk at 3 a.m. alone in his house,
watching King of the Hill, I'm still calling him fucking Rust. What am I gonna? What is? Damn it! I keep forgetting what his name is. What is Rust? Philip Traum. I don't call Rusty by his real name, Philip Traum. Basically ever. It's always just Rust or Rusty. Philip Traum is my favorite name ever because of him. He spells it F-I-L-I-P, Philip Traum, T-R-A-U-M, and it always makes me laugh.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. In case you don't get the joke, that's not his real fucking name.
Well, yeah, I got that.
But like his real name is public. I'm not going to say it now, but if you like literally Google celebrity birthdays Rusty Cage, I think his name's on there, and he doesn't care. But the fact that his real name is out there, but we all still pretend that his name is Philip Traum is what makes me laugh so hard. It's like such a stupid lie,
And
it's so easily provable to be wrong.
the way it's spelt reminds me of it's like a D&D joke of somebody naming their character. The first name is Eric with a K is their full name.
It's like a sentence.
The last name is like literally like with a K, no spaces. But then
Is Eric spelled with a C?
Exactly. So they're like, okay, look at the character sheet. Is this right? Like, no. Eric is spelled with a C.
Oh shit, we're a little over time. Okay, we'll be back next time with the next entry to the pathetic list.
Yeah.